So we're on our way to the start line for the 50K. We got kidlets in tow. Hey, Gavin and Tyler.
Drive in.
Yep. We're on this windy dirt road. You can kind of see in the back there what it looks like in reverse to get out to this 50K start line. So super excited. I'm hoping my number one goal is to make it in under 8 hours. And my secondary goal is just to finish. And barring that, I hope to just have fun. So it should be beautiful running through these woods, up and down hills. Trails look like they are probably going to be fairly technical. Weather is beautiful. It's currently, what, like 55 degrees or something? 55 degrees, but it's supposed to be very windy. High is supposed to get up to 68, so not hot at all. Yeah, so here we are, getting ready to start.
Okay, here she is. We're at the start. She's checked in, number 414. We got our bag of goodies, getting her all prepped and ready to go. Aiden's wandering around because it actually is a little bit nippy right now.
Trying to keep
Trying
warm.
to stay warm. Hopefully that goes well for the race. Okay, it looks like everyone's starting to gather up for the race.
Hey, are you not ready?
So here is everybody all lined up. Mara's back towards the back there somewhere. She wanted to make sure to head out slow. That was one of her goals, is not to head out too fast and burn out all our energy. So they should be starting here in just another few minutes.
3, 2, 1, go!
And they're all up! You got this! Knock 'em dead! Remember, slow is fast!
Well, I'm at mile, well, let's see, almost 8 miles in, past the first aid station, which was super fun. First aid station I've ever done. So that was fun. Got a steep uphill part right here. Whew. After we just did a whole bunch of downhill. So we gotta go back up. So far, course has been great. I'm right on my time goals. So I'm feeling good. Legs are feeling pretty good. Elevation's a little rough on the lungs, and rocks are rough on the toes. But yeah, doing good. Here's a little bit of the scenery right here. This is what I'm hiking through. This is the first creek crossing. It's not very deep. I'm probably gonna get by with my feet going up. There's the second one. Don't know about that one. I got 5 in total. Yeah, should be fun. Hey, here's my update. We are at 15.25 miles, so just under halfway. Just passed through the Elk Creek aid station. Met up with Tyler and the boys. They helped me kind of get all my stuff repacked and restocked, and off I go again. More climbing. It's not a whole lot of flats. It's mostly either uphill or downhill. And I'm talking to you on uphills because I'm trying to run the downhills. So, got some beautiful scenery. It's been just gorgeous. And yeah, still feeling pretty good. But the hill up to Elk Creek is brutal. So that took a lot out of me. And then I gotta sit for a second, change my socks. And yeah, overall feeling pretty good halfway through. So, and still the stop slowed me down a little bit, so I'm just off pace for my goal time. But I'm hoping with the downhills I'll be able to make that up and I'll be good to go again. this mountain. I had to show you this because it is beautiful. Just walking up this tree tunnel.
So quick update, we did not remember to take any video at her first checkpoint. That was my bad. We were focused on getting all the crew stuff done, but everything went well. At 14 miles, she seemed to be going pretty strong, not having too many issues. We refilled her pack with water and the Nun fluid that she likes, and then all of her food and all that, took all her trash and retaped a little bit of an area on her back and got her some dry socks, and away she went. She looked like she was going strong. A lot of uphill at the beginning, so I'm hoping that the rest of the race has a little bit more downhill. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Right now we are working on lunch, so we're real struggling in our camper. The boys are over there eating lunch, and then we'll get it all cleaned up, and then we'll head over to Alkali Lake, which is our next checkpoint that we're allowed to be there for, and that is at about the 24-mile mark. So she'll have about 10 miles to run before we get to see her again, so we'll keep you posted.
Well, climbing another hill. We're just after the Bulldog aid station, mile almost 21, though apparently my watch is counting the mileage a little high for some reason. Not sure why. So it might not be quite that far. Starting to feel pretty tired. My knees are hurting a little bit. You'd think downhill would be a good thing, but you get a whole bunch of it in a row when it's rocky and very steep. And you're like, I could do with some more uphill now. I'm good with more uphill. Anyway, so getting tired, getting sore, but I'm hanging in there, and I'll see Tyler and the boys again in about 4 miles, and that'll be good. And here's the scenery right now. Yeah, just climbing mountains, that's all.
So here we are at the second aid station, which is called Alkali Creek. The boys are running long-term reconnaissance, waiting for Mara to come in. She's due to arrive any minute now if she's on pace for what she was for her #1 goal. But she really could be here in the next hour or two and still be completely fine to be able to complete the race. So we're excited to see her either way. We're all ready to get her all primed up and ready to go for the last 7.5. Okay, here's Mara. She's coming on in right there. This is the last aid station, 7.4 miles to go, I believe. So we will get her all. Okay, this is right before the her last 7.4 miles. We've got her all pack all ready, and she's going to be headed out in just a second. I need a potato first. Okay, this is at Alkali Creek. It's the last aid stop. We've got her bag all full. She's headed out for the last 7.4 miles.
I think you probably got her.
All right, just left the last aid station. Got about 7 miles to go. Maybe just a smidge further than that. My IT band's been acting up, especially on my left side. It's been pretty painful, so that's slowing me down. So I'm falling off my target time a little bit, but I don't know, just gotta keep pushing through it and get to the end, because that's the last stop, is just the finish line. So almost there. I'm at mile 25, and yep, almost there. Obligatory scenery.
So here we are at the finish line. Mara finished the Alkali Creek, which is the last aid station before the end. That's the end over there. Luckily, they have this huge playground right here. So the kids are all running around on the playground, and then I'll call them in when we're a little closer, and we'll head over to the finish line and get the end of her race. Still waiting for Mara here at the finish line, next to this beautiful park that the kids are playing in. She's been doing pretty well overall. She was ahead of schedule for the first aid station, slightly behind, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes behind on the last aid station, which is the last one for the race at 24.2 miles. But she seemed to be still going pretty strong. So hopefully everything will go well and she won't have any injuries at the end here, and she'll be able to complete the race. And we're excited. It's been a fun to be along with the journey with her. Here we are at the finish line. Mara is almost here. She is just gonna come around that corner here in just a little bit. There's this long path that comes here,
Keep at it.
and then it goes over there towards the finish line over there. So she should be coming in any minute now. We've been kind of watching her progress. She is actually doing excellent. So she should be in soon. Keep you posted. So there she is. I don't know if you can see that between the boys there. There she is. This is the home stretch. She just has a straight shot here. And then she comes on in. The boys are going out to kind of meet her and give her some encouragement for this last little, I don't know what it is, a couple hundred yards or so. She has already run at this point 32 miles, 31 miles, 31.6, I can't remember. Mara will know. But she's run over 30 miles already at this point. Okay, here she's coming. She's got just a little bit left in the tank. Boys are jogging in with her. Almost at the end of her race. And here she comes at the finish line. Here we are, all done. We just got back. Mara did great. She finished out at what, 8 hours and 8 hours 38 minutes. She did fantastic. We were excited to crew her, and she's back and safe and not wounded.
Not wounded, not dead. I live.
Excited to see a lot of you guys soon.